Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm looking at Clara. Hi, welcome back to my channel. This video is a little different than the norm because this is going to be a straight to you video, no editing, one take, no magic to make whatever I screw up go away, because honestly, I'm a little behind on YouTube. I'm going to be totally honest. However, I'm getting back on my schedule. So next week's video should be like all perfect and beautiful with music and cuts and like dancing emojis and all the things. But in the meanwhile, I wanted to get a video up this week because, well, first, let me tell you why my videos are a little behind. Because I launched a product, which we're going to talk about. And during the launch, I had like a bazillion things to do. And I also, so exciting, I also visited a college campus and spoke with young women in sororities on said college campus. So it's like the beginning of Christy goes back to college, sort of, but not as a college person, although I may or may not have visited a local establishment. I just wanted to see what it was like. That's all. I'm not saying I did anything. I just wanted to visit. But anyway, so today's video, I wanted to answer some of your most asked questions. This is very, very casual, but you guys have been asking so many questions about my new planner. And I wanted to answer them for you because this planner has been something that I've been putting together for a long time, and it's not just a regular planner. It's a cool planner, but I don't mean it like that. I mean it like, yes, it's funny because it's the joke. But I mean it because there's a lot of work that went into this planner, and everything was so deliberate to be perfectly helpful for you. And you guys asked me billions of questions on my Instagram when I said, what questions do you have? So I wanted to do a quick video answering some of those for you. So first of all, if you want to get the planner, there is a link in my description box to get on the wait list. I'm going to be totally honest, both times. So on the launch date, which was August 10th, we sold out in a couple of hours, like couldn't keep them in stock, and the shipments are all now finally distributed. So if you bought on that day, you should be getting your planner any moment. And then we launched a second drop yesterday, and that sold out. So I can't keep these in stock. So if you want to be on the wait list, drop your name on that link. So next time we go live, you can actually try to get one, which that makes me so excited because it means that you guys love the planner and you think it's great, which I do too. So the thing about this planner that I was saying to Chloe today, Chloe's home, by the way. She came home for Clara's birthday because Clara, who's sitting right there, Clara had a birthday yesterday.
Yes, I did.
You are. How old are you?
12.
12. Clara's 12. I know. Doesn't that make you feel old? Makes me feel old too. So Chloe's home. But here's what I said to Chloe today. I was like, I am obsessed with this planner, and not because it's like my planner, but I think this planner is fabulous, even if it wasn't mine, because we really literally included so many things in it that are so super beneficial to young people. Not even young people, they're just beneficial like if you use a planner. But the thing I wanted to say about this particular planner, so it's very much designed with like young people in mind. And young people, I mean probably like senior in high school, although I'm going to be totally honest, there's language in this and there is references to drinking. So if that offends you, this is not for you. I'm telling you right now, but it is definitely for college women. It's for those 20-year-olds. Heck, it's even for people early 30s because it's packed full of useful information. So because I knew that young people were using this and like, you know, those Gen Zs, I hired 2 Gen Zs to design it because I wanted it to speak to the people who were using it. Look, I know what I wanted in it, but I knew that by hiring young people, it would look like what young people wanted. So I thought that was very smart business execution on my end, right? Okay. So the Begin Planner, It is black, okay? It's this matte black cover, and it just has this simple white word on it that says begin. The reason we did that, first of all, it's kind of Chanel-esque, right? Black with just a little white writing. Maybe someday I'll do a white one with black writing. You know, like when you go to Paris and you go to the first Chanel store and the bag at that Chanel store is white with black writing. That's the only place in the world you can get it. That's a fun fact for you. Maybe I'll do like a special edition of the planner where it's white with black. But we did it like this because we wanted it, first of all, to just be cool, like this black book. Very aesthetic, not pink, not colorful. We wanted it to just kind of have that cool vibe. And the one word on here, begin, is kind of a subliminal message so that when it's sitting on your desk, it's reminding you just to begin, because the first or the hardest thing of anything is just starting. So begin is just like a little whisper in your ear, like just start. So we have that. The other thing I wanted to say is this book is 314 pages, chock full of really great info. So the question I get all the time is how heavy it is. It's a little over, I think it's like 33 ounces. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. And it definitely fits in a medium-sized bag, because I get those questions all the time. And this is how it arrives. This is the packaging. Isn't that the cutest, right? But here's what's even better. So when you open it, hold on, I can't do it with one hand. When you open it, it says, so on the front it says, whoops, nope. It says begin, and then it says your future. And then you have the begin book that's all wrapped. This is a mess, but it's wrapped in tissue paper with a sticker. So then you can put this box somewhere cute in your room and store things in it, so you have that cute box as well. Don't you love? I love this packaging. Okay. So a couple other things. So here, I'll go through it, but let me just answer some of the questions. Is there a digital version available, like for iPad planning? No. For right now, it is something that you can hold in your hand. I am a big believer in writing things down. I have always wanted to write things, or not always wanted to. I have always written things down. I have carried around a physical planner for years. It makes my husband crazy, but I'm like, I like to write it down, because here's a secret. When you write things down, it helps things to actually materialize. I swear. It's like when you write it down, you're writing it into existence. So right now it is just a physical copy of the planner. That doesn't mean someday it won't be digital. For now, physical. Okay, Clara, I can hear you rustling around in my desk like a little rat. Okay. Will you be doing a horizontal layout instead of a vertical? No, for now it is this, and it's a 7x9, so it does fit into your bags. Can I use it for everyday life, not just college? 1000%. So here's a couple of things I want to show you. So first of all, the tabs in here. So you have your monthly tabs. It starts in August and it goes all the way through July of next year. Clara, you are making a ton of noise. Okay, so it starts in August and it goes all the way through July of next year. But it's not just for college by any stretch. It's anybody who needs to plan a day. And here's what I'm going to show you. So you have your monthly layouts like this. We kept it nice and clean. Like, I didn't fill this with tons of like unuseful information, so you can write your notes in the margins. We also kept it black and white because look, not everyone's a pink kind of person. So if you like blues or purples or whatever, however you like to lay it out, we kept it clean so that you added your personality to it. But for the days, here's what makes it amazing. First of all, it starts on a Monday and it goes through a Sunday, because your weeks are typically Monday through Sunday, right? But the days start at 5 a.m. and then you have half-hour slots. So it goes from 5 a.m. all the way down to midnight. So there's tons of space in there, because we know that our days aren't just like an 8 to 6. Like, we are all hustling. Like, days are long and you need places to write it down. So absolutely, it's great for everyday life, not just college. Anybody who needs to keep track of their world, you can use this. I mean, my intern's mom, who's 60, just bought one because she's like, I need to know this stuff. We all could use it. So no, it is not just for college people. Okay, let's see. Will you ship internationally? Absolutely. We are shipping internationally as of right now. I mean, I have tons of orders that we have shipped overseas. It's going to take slightly longer because it's just international shipping. Okay. Okay. Okay, it says, it's impossible to find one that doesn't begin on a Sunday, but I need it that way for work. This is perfect. Yes. Okay. Is this a good planner for teachers? I think it's a great planner for teachers because oftentimes planners or teachers' weeks start on a Monday. So I think that's great. And let's see. Can we just get a mom advice book? Your quotes are perfect. Yes. Okay, so here's something amazing about this. We have lots of quotes in the book. Each week has a different quote in it, but also at the beginning of each week, there is little bits of advice from me. And it could be anything from like, switch out your mascara this week because you probably have bacteria harboring in there, to like this week says, and this is just something like a little reminder. They're little reminders to make your life better. It says, unfollow toxic social media accounts. Pay attention to who makes you feel badly about yourself or your life on social media. If you find yourself always reacting after certain posts, time to unfollow. If you can't unfollow because, well, they'll just know, hit the mute button instead. Liberating. And then it says, XO Christi. So each week you get like a little piece of advice like that. Plus, each week it tells you what zodiac sign it is that week, so you can celebrate like Leo season or whatever. Then you also have this space for little victories each week. Just a place that you can write down things that you're proud of, things that nobody else is really going to care about, but things that you personally are proud of. Like, look, I finally filmed the YouTube video talking about my planner. I can check this off my list. So it gives you that space. Okay, here is one of my favorite parts about the planner. At the beginning, you have a QR code, and that QR code unlocks the Boss Bitch Speakeasy. Okay, what is that? So the whole name of the planner is Begin Building a Boss Bitch, because we want you to feel like a boss. We want to empower you. And the Boss Bitch Speakeasy is basically like a secret society almost. Like only people who purchase the planner have access to it. But it is a group where you can go in and network with other people who bought the planner. There are sections where you can kind of like drop your resume. So it's a networking site. And it's all done through a Facebook group, but the way we have it structured and organized is we really want you to connect with other people who are like-minded. People who are using this book are people who are ambitious, who want to go after things, who are like those bosses. And I personally love to surround myself with people like that. So this gives you an opportunity to network. There's going to be, places where you can say like where you graduated from. So maybe you can connect with other alum, what career you're in if you want to connect. What are your dreams? There are sections that we are going to talk about, like our goals, which that is the next page. So you get a little note from me. And then on the next page, you get why we have each section in the book, because everything is very deliberate. And then the very first thing we are going to have you do is 101 goals, which you're like, wait, what? Why is that in your planner? It's because of this. So when you write down goals, like if you sat there and really tried to write down 101 goals for yourself, I feel like sometimes we all have about 15, like these are the things I aspire to in life. But when you're forced to write more than like 10, 15 goals, what you're going to find is it's hard to do. And it forces you to really think big. It forces you to be really aspirational. And then you start to figure out like, okay, I want more out of life. So there is going to be a section in that speakeasy where you're connecting with other people and discussing those goals. And then maybe somebody's like, yeah, I want to do an ad for a Super Bowl commercial. And then somebody else talks about that. And then like, we know these two are both like marketing people, and then they can go off and develop a friendship or, a connection. So it is going to be a place where you can connect with people. One of the hardest things when you graduate from college is finding new friends. The whole speakeasy or the Facebook group is really designed to have you connect with others. Okay, then we go into a section where you're writing a letter to your future self. And whatever your title is, like we have Dear Miss CEO, if you want to do like Dear Greatest Mom in the World, whatever, you're going to write a letter to yourself in a year. Then we have a section that you get to lay out what your ideal routine looks like. That again forces you, like if you were getting out of bed every day, what is your ideal routine? That is there for you. Okay. Moving on, each month, so each month is tabbed. You have that pretty pink month, but it is tabbed. And then the very first thing you have at the beginning of each month is a monthly goal. You have 3 areas for it. So you're going to go in, write your goal, and then you're going to write 5 ways or 5 things you need to do to get there. Okay. So that helps you to think about what it is. It's an execution board almost, instead of just a vision board. This forces you to think how you're going to get there. Then you have your habit tracker. You write your habits in here, and then you fill in the bubbles every day that you do that habit, and it forces you to try to develop a good new habit. Monthly budget you have here. That monthly budget helps you to keep track of money in and money out. Then, like I said, you have that layout of the month, and then each week, you have your priority matrix at the beginning of each week to help you organize your tasks. And then you move into each week. And then each week, not only do you have like your daily, but you also have like a little inspirational quote there, as well as that piece of mom advice. So there's lots of things every week to inspire you. And then moving into the back, this is what really makes this planner stand out, I think. Then you have what is called the Boss Bitch Bible. Now keep in mind, any cursing is not on the front of the book, so you don't need to worry about like this offending someone. This is inside. So you have the Boss Bitch Bible. And basically this is all of those things that no one else is teaching you. You have a finance or a budgeting section to talk about like, how do you create a budget? Where should your money be going? Not just like, oh, how much are you spending? It's like, look, you can't spend more than 25% on housing. So let's be realistic about it. Then you move on to your credit score. How do you read a credit score? How do you help to build good credit? Then you have your Adulting 101 page, which is basically a little cleaning schedule. And it tells you like, if you take care of these things every day, it's never going to catch up with you, where then you're like overwhelmed on a weekend trying to do all of your housework, so to speak. Insurance is a section. Like, what is insurance? Why do I need it? How much do I need? How to find and like rent your own first apartment. And then, what's one of the biggest questions you have when somebody says, oh, this is our business environment. You need to be business casual. That is, what is business casual? It's all there. How do you nail an interview? It's in there. If you're a bridesmaid in a wedding, what is expected of you? In the book. See, I said it's a Bible, and it really is, because there's so much information in here. Then you go on to the self-care menu. And the self-care menu is one of my favorite parts, because I think so much we're focused on what we need to do, and we forget that we need to take care of ourselves. So sometimes it's nice to just flip to the back and see some suggestions on a little bit of self-care. And then you have a resources section. And those resources are just things that are out there that I think are helpful tools for people your age. And they're not sponsored. Nobody has to be in the book. It's stuff that I really believe in. So the planner is really a work of just, oh God, it's just the best of the best. And it really is just something that I'm so super proud of. So to answer another question that I've been getting a ton of this week is, why did I go to Mizzou? I went to the University of Missouri, and here's the deal. So when I designed the planner, decided I wanted to do a planner, I worked with 2 young women. One was a recent graduate and one is a senior in college, and they go to the University of Mizzou. They're both sorority girls. So when we were talking about me launching, I said, listen, I want to be on campus. Last year alone, over Zoom, I spoke to almost 500 sororities all over the country and 35,000 girls. I know you guys are all on Bama TikTok right now, but let me tell you, I've been talking to these women for like a year. Those are my girls. So I said I wanted to go to a sorority, and they're like, come to Mizzou. And I went and I spoke to Tri Delta and Pi Phi at Mizzou, and they were unbelievable. They didn't know I was coming, so we did this big reveal and surprise, and I wanted to get the planner in people's hands. And I did, and they were so excited about it. And then we did a contest where I got to visit and tour some of the sorority houses. And it was just one of my favorite things ever. I was a sorority woman. I was also president of Panhellenic, if you know what that is. And so I believe that sorority women are incredible. And you don't have to be in a sorority to be incredible by any stretch, but I just wanted to go and meet these people in person, get that planner out there and start building like this excitement and get it to people who are going to benefit and use it. And so that's why I went to the University of Mizzou. To be honest, I'm going to put information in my description box. I'm doing more sorority Zooms this school year, but I'm also doing some in-person events. So if you want more information about that, I'm going to drop the email there so you can reach out to my management team and you can look into doing that. So I know this video is totally different than what I normally do, but thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment below and let me know what your favorite part of the planner is. Get your name on the wait list so next time it drops you can grab one. And thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful week. Bye.